Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Friday, May 6, 2016, around 8:10 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. Going to be a cloudy day out today, some rain showers, but they're scattered among nature. Maybe some pokes of the sun this weekend. Supposed to be the best time for brightening Saturday. Sunday's going to be some showers on Mother's Day, but next week we could break out of this pattern, but there's a chance of rain basically every day, but hopefully it's not this yucky weather, but sooner or later it's going to turn around. Some news to report. Boston Red Sox beat the Chicago White Sox by a score of 7-3. Sox are in first place in the AL East, so that's good. Also, in the NBA playoffs, the Toronto Raptors beat the Miami Heat by a score of 96-92 in overtime. The series is tied up at 1. And then in the NHL playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs, the Stars beat the Blues in overtime to even that series in 2 games apiece. And a triple overtime thriller. The Nashville Predators beat the San Jose Sharks, and they are saying this could be a turning point in the series because of the Sharks being a kind of momentum drained out of them. But we'll wait and see. And there's been rumors that Donald Trump's running mate for him, his vice president's running mate's going to be Vince McMahon. That's just a rumor. And Zip trips are Fox 25 returning this summer, 10 weeks starting June 24th. The last Zip trip of the season will be August 26th in Burlington, Massachusetts, close by to me in Billerica, Massachusetts. Hopefully I could see Gene Levanchi and Sarah Underwood and Shirley Spear and Julie Gower and Daniel Miller. That would be awesome. I would love to have an autograph with Julie Gower. Julie Gower has nice legs. Ranks right up there with Heidi Pratt and Julie Button. That's about it on the news. My first video blog subject of the day is a continuation of the top 100 greatest professional wrestlers of all time. I'm now at number 60 through number 51, and here they are. Number 60 on this list of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody had a long career in the world of sports entertainment, wrestling for many regional territories, but he was kind of an outlaw because if things didn't go right for him in one of the promotions, he would burn the bridges with that promotion. He spent a lot of time in Japan now, and a couple of times he really wanted to wrestle for the WWE, but he just did not want to sacrifice tours of Japan, and he wanted to spend his time with family. He tragically passed away in 1988 of a stabbing in Puerto Rico. Number 59 on this list of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, the total package, Lex Luger. Lex Luger wrestled for about 18 years, first in Florida, and then NWA, Jim Crockett Promotions, WCW. Then he went to the WWE for a while, and then back to WCW. He ended his career in TNA. Lex Luger won many U.S. titles, many tag team titles, the Florida Championship. He got a major push in 1993 as WWE was building him as the next Hulk Hogan. They had the Lex Express. He was supposed to win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 10 against Yokozuna, but the crowd died out. They didn't want to see it. Eventually, he went back to WCW, winning the world title for about a week, and he was actually 2-time WCW champion. He should have been a long-reigning champion, but those things happen. Number 58 on this list of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, the modern-day warrior / Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich. Kerry Von Erich was one of the stars of world-class championship wrestling. He feuded with the Freebirds and Kerry Von Erich was NWA World Champion for about 18 days in 1984. Also, like, Kerry Von Erich feuded with Jerry the King Lawler, and Mr. Perfect Kurt heading over the WWE Intercontinental title. Kerry Von Erich passed away in 1993. Number 57 on this list of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, The Undertaker. The Undertaker wrestled before as Mean Mark Callis in WCW, but he didn't go anywhere, and also he had some field gimmicks in the USWA, a Master of Pain, a Soul Taker, but those weren't great characters. When he went to the WWE, he became The Undertaker, and he's been there ever since. He's the theme nom of the WWE, and he won several WWE championships, but he really doesn't need a title because he's so over. He wrestles once or twice a year now, and he's known for an undefeated streak at WrestleMania, which it should never have been broken. Number 56 on this list of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, Johnny Valentine. Johnny Valentine wrestled in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. He was one of the classic heels of his time, feuding with a lot of wrestlers, including Wahoo McDaniel, Bruno Sammartino, Pat O'Connor, and several others. He'd won many regional titles, including the U.S. title many times. He never got a world title reign in NWA or WWE. He should have gotten at least in the NWA. Sadly, in 1975, he was in a plane wreck that paralyzed him for the rest of his days. Also in that plane wreck, Ric Flair and David Crockett. And for the last 26 years of his life, Johnny Valentine was confined to a wheelchair. His son, Greg the Hammer Valentine, is a WWE Hall of Famer. Number 55 on this list of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, Superstar Billy Graham, the man with power. Superstar Billy Graham had so much charisma, and he was the forerunner of such wrestlers as Jesse the Body Ventura, Hulk Hogan, and Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, among others. He was the longest reigning heel WWE champion until Yokozuna, and even though he was booed, fans cheered him like crazy. Billy Graham wishes he could have had a face turn in the WWE in 1970, but that was not to be. Eventually, Superstar Billy Graham became a shell of his former self with a steroids abuse, and he's paying for it because of so many like hip replacements, knee replacements, and others. Number 54 on this list of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, Leroy McGurk. Leroy was a wrestler in the 40s and 50s. He was a great wrestler, great amateur wrestler. He lost an eye, but he still wrestled, which is pretty amazing. When he lost another eye for a car wreck, his career was over, but he became a great promoter. Number 53 on this list of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, Edge. Edge wrestled many years in the WWE. First, he started as a tag team wrestler with his, fictitious brother Christian, winning many WWE tag team titles. Eventually, he went into singles wrestling, and then he became one of the most hated heels in the 2000s, feuding with Matt Hardy and John Cena. Edge took Lita away from Matt Hardy because they had an affair, and Edge feuded with John Cena over the WWE title. Also, Edge feuded with The Undertaker, Dave Bautista, and so many others. He was, an awesome wrestler. His career cut short because of an arm injury in 2011, and he got voted into the Hall of Fame in 2012 by the WWE. Number 52 on this list of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, the man with 1,000 holds, the Iceman, Dean Malenko. Dean Malenko comes from a famous wrestling family. His father was the great Boris Malenko, and Dean Malenko wrestled in a few territories, including ECW in the 90s. When he came to WCW, he was a he was cruiserweight champion several times, and he won the U.S. title. His famous move was the Texas Cloverleaf. Eventually went to the WWE, which they misused his talents, in my humble opinion. And eventually, Dean Malenko's an agent, producer, and he runs into the ring when there's a wrestlers having fights. Number 51 on this list to end it right now and then is the Ultimo Dragon. The Ultimo Dragon, a legend in Japan, winning major titles in Japan. He wrestled for WCW, won the Cruiserweight title and the TV title, and he briefly wrestled for the WWE in like the early 2000s, but he didn't do too much there. And that's about it on that. I will be back later on with 2 more video blogs. One will be about MBTA Bus Route 713, which is contracted to Paul Revere Transportation. It's from Orient Heights, MBTA Blue Line Station, 2 Points Shirley, or Winthrop Beach via Winthrop Center. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about WWE Hall of Famer Cowboy Bob Orton, the Ace. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCO Rocks, and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning. She's the best. Amy Swansea, so awesome. And in the words of Dee Patel, last week, no boss. And the whammy from Press Your Luck, I cannot tell a lie. You lose. Bye.